Hello guys, my name is Lake Busby, and I'll be doing today is kind of telling you about my YouTube channel and welcoming to you because I have not done my YouTube in a long time, and I enjoy making videos and all, but it just is difficult for me sometimes because currently an exchange student living in Germany, and things get a little busy. So instead of doing vlogs or anything, because I don't really like doing those because I have to be really consistent with them, I guess you could say. I have to do them often for them even to be worth it. So I decided what I'm gonna start doing is just doing videos of, it doesn't even matter what game, it's not the purpose of the game of these videos, but more of to talk about more of a my personal opinions on things such as the psyche and the consciousness and just the things that interest me the most, such as lucid dreaming. And that's what this video today is going to be about. And in the background you'll see the game, what's the game called? I forgot. It's called Limbo, that's the game, yep. And I'm going to be talking about some lucid dreaming and my past experiences and how you can actually learn to lucid dream and some of the steps that you can go upon doing to try to reach your goals if you want to do that. So I just want to let you guys know most of my videos aren't going to be like that anymore. They're to be mostly commentary such as psychological or maybe psychiatry or just things debatable, just things that interest me. So let's get this started. I'm going to jump into it. So lucid dreaming, if you don't know what lucid dreaming is, it's pretty much when you're in a dream and you can recognize that you're dreaming. And once you can recognize you're dreaming, then you can go upon controlling your dream. But that's, I guess, the first step to doing it is learning to realize you're in a subconscious state and you're completely not you're not in the waking life in a sense. So while you're lucid dreaming, well, just dreaming in general, you're I know it's located in the prefrontal cortex. I forgot which part of the brain exactly, but when you're sleeping, it shuts off, and the part that shuts off, which I forgot what it was called, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be wrong about it, but it shuts off, and the part that shuts off is that recognizes things that are out of the ordinary, I guess you could say. So everything seems normal. Say if you see a dinosaur, it's just oh, it's a dinosaur. You don't realize that it's weird. You just see everything as you would in a normal life, but that's the part that shuts off, and that's why it's difficult to start off lucid dreaming at most times, is because that part is shut off and you can't recognize you're dreaming. Some of the ways I've learned to control my dreams or recognize that I'm dreaming is to look at clocks. Clocks are always scrambled and you can't really focus, or words, or one of the ways I figured out was a friend of mine that passed away in a dream, and that's really good ways. And what are some other ways? There's a bunch of different ways you can decipher that you're dreaming or not, and that's all, I guess, by personal preference. Once you get your own set of things, then you can really recognize. But to go back, I'm going to take 2 steps back real fast. Even before you begin to try to lucid dream, you should always try to lucid dream. Sorry, my phone just went off. It's always good to start and jump into it, but if you just jump into it, I wouldn't expect results, because you have to learn to recall your dreams. Because most people say, oh, I don't dream at night, and that's completely false. Everybody dreams at night. The only reason they say that is because they don't have a good dream recall, which your brain's like a muscle. The more you use it and learn it, the better it gets. So some people say they don't have dreams. That's completely false. What you can do to start helping your dream recall is to keep a dream journal. I kept one for a good amount of time until I started to really recognize that I could dream, recall my dreams. Now I can recall my dreams without even using my dream journal. And that's the first real part you want to get to. That's the first step you need to accomplish before you start trying to actually lucid dream, is to be able to recall your dreams. And that's one of the most important parts. And there's a bunch of different ways you can keep a dream journal, and if you guys want me to go into more detail on different videos, leave a comment saying if you want me to go into more depth about dream journals or something like that, or just anything I talk about if more in depth. And back to the dream journal thing. What was I saying? Oh yeah. But if you keep a dream journal, there's a lot of different ways you can keep one. At first, like at first when I started to keep a dream journal, I'd write everything down, which I realized wasn't too good of an idea because as you're writing, you tend to forget. So I try to write keywords, key things that I see, the things I write down. Say there's this person in my classroom, and I tell myself every time I see that person, I'm gonna do a reality check. And a reality check is something that you do, like you have to, whenever you're in the waking life in your conscious state, you have to be able to, like, you have to question yourself, am I dreaming? And then like ask yourself what you did 30 minutes ago or anything like that. And then once you do that, it will, after you do that so long and you question yourself, are you dreaming or not? It's bound to happen that one of those times you're to be in a dream and you're like, am I dreaming? And then you'll question yourself and then you'll find out that you're dreaming, and then that's the first step to lucid dreaming. And it's pretty important to do that, but like I said, back to the dream journal part, so I ran off on that. When you keep a dream journal, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. I prefer to write, like I said, keywords and stuff, keywords. I like to draw pictures a lot, and if the dream's really important to me, like I'll try to write the whole thing. But as soon as you hear the keywords or see a picture you drew, it usually comes right back to you. You don't really have to write everything that you see. But another thing is, when you keep a dream journal, you have to make it effort to do it. It's really an effort. So whenever you're making a dream journal or gonna write in your dream journal for the next day, you want to set an alarm at least probably 30 minutes to an hour before you wake up. And then after you do that, you'll begin to okay, sorry about that. Whenever you wake up 30 minutes before, whenever the alarm goes off, do not just wake up and go straight to your journal. Lay in exactly where you are. Do not open your eyes and just recall your dream, because I'm pretty sure a study said in the first 10 minutes of waking, you've already forget 80-something% of your dreams if you're not like have good dream recall, if you're just a normal average person and don't practice it. So it takes practice, but once you get all that, it becomes a lot easier to understand in a sense. And once you get the dream journal down and you start to recall your dreams, then the real focus is trying to realize that you're dreaming and use your a lot of question yourself a lot. Am I dreaming? Even if you know 100% you're not dreaming, still do it, and don't be lazy about it. Like if you're just like, oh, am I dreaming? And then you're like, no, and then you just go back to your day. It's not gonna work, because when I first started, I was kind of like that. Like I'd be like, am I dreaming? And I'd be like, no, there's no way. And then I would just keep on what I was doing. Like whenever you question yourself, are you dreaming? You want to be thorough with it, very thorough. You want to be, what did I do 30 minutes ago? Who did I talk to? Who is the last person I talked to? Does everything make sense? Ask yourself that. Does everything make sense? Because if you question yourself and ask yourself, does it make sense? Even in the dream state, you'll realize, like, you'll relate it to the conscious life, not just to just go along with the dream, I guess. I don't know if I worded that right. But, like, when you're dreaming, it's like, you just go on with the flow. You don't really notice anything. Everything's just kind of like pre-done in a sense. And when it's like that, nothing really catches your eye. But if you're aware that you're dreaming or question yourself that you're dreaming, things will start to not be so normal. And another thing about when you're in a dream, that you don't want to take it too far. Because I know a lot of people, when they hear lucid dreaming, they think, okay, I can have sex, whatever. Sure, that's a cool part of it, but if you do that, you get yourself too excited and you wake up. It's really, if you do over exciting things, you'll excite yourself and you'll wake yourself up. You have to start slow when you first realize you're dreaming. You have to just rub your hands together and just take it really slow, and then after that, you begin to not get so excited, because that's another mistake I made, is whenever I would do this, I'd get so excited and wake myself up. Well, that's the end of this, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want me to make a part 2 to this, I definitely will, because I love talking about this stuff. And if you guys have any questions about it, feel free to message me or just leave a comment below. Peace out.